how's it going everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I'm Renee. Welcome. Today I'm starting a new challenge in The Sims. So this was a challenge that I had never heard of before, and I had never, I went online, I looked for challenges. I'd heard of the Not So Berry challenge. I've currently been doing that in my off time, so I didn't want to start another Not So Berry challenge. So I thought I would do the Rainbow Berry challenge, and I'll explain what that is in a second. But essentially I needed to start off with a sim, and in the rules of this challenge, the sim had to be a genetic byproduct of two other sims. So I had the starting sim that just the sims randomized for me, and then I got Sexy Man by, what is her name, Izzy Cliff, I don't know, I'll leave it in the description, off the gallery. Just two completely random sims so I could get a completely random offspring and start this challenge using that random offspring, who does happen to be a male. So I'll get into what this challenge entails. It's on Simming Lena Tumblr, and it's called the Rainbow Berry Legacy Challenge, which I'll also leave a link to in the description box. I also tried to look for, it wants you to download pastel skins and everything, but since the new skin update, I haven't been able to find any rainbow skins that will actually show up. And so currently the only skins that I have are red, green, and blue, I think, which honestly are not great. I'm definitely gonna have to search for more that work with update, or find some mod that lets me go to my updated skins. But the first generation is obviously red, because we're following a rainbow. It's a red, or AKA coral generation, but I made him pretty red. I made him pretty strongly red. And the basics, it's like a legacy challenge. You will be playing with your Sims up to the 10th generation. The perk of this challenge is that each generation will be represented by a signature color wherever applicable. However, it's possible to choose whether the hair, eyes, clothes match their color and skin tone or not. So I could have made him less red, but I feel if we're going in on a rainbow challenge, I'm going to go all in, especially because I've never really played around with the more abnormal skin tones, so this was fun for me. And the rules are, no cheats are allowed. You can use the free real estate cheat to move into your first home, but I don't think I'm even gonna do that. The starter sim must be created using random genetics, so that was where I got the random genetics from the two random sims that I picked. The firstborn will always be the heir for the next generation unless stated. You must complete both the career and aspiration challenge unless otherwise stated. And the lifespan must be set to normal, so our Sims will age pretty regularly. And there are the 10 generations that follow the colors of the rainbow. Generation 1 is coral. It's supposed to be a young adult. One of the traits had to be the hot-headed trait, but the other two, they have this really cool scenario generator that they've used, and I'll put up a picture of what I got when I randomized the sim, because it doesn't specify a gender, two of the traits, an aspiration or career, so you have to use what the scenario generator came up with, which I think is really fun because, I don't know, it gives me something to play towards, a career and everything that I don't have to plan out. I kind of like that little bit of randomness. And the two other traits being included too, that was pretty cool. And I'll read the description. It says you're a fiery yet fun-loving young sim with a liking for clubs and nightlife. You rarely make plans, and if you have to, you're most likely going to mess them up in order to follow your instincts. But you never give up whatever result you get from your sometimes reckless decisions. The requirement is a hot-headed trait. Goals are to get invited to a club, become their leader, adopt a large dog, maximize the mischief and dancing skills, have at least 5 lovers, and get married and have 1 child after reaching the adult phase. So a lot of this is similar to the Not So Berry challenge. Honestly, I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. I'd have to look into that. But it sounds fun because it gives me goals to do in this challenge with my very, 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 very red sim. When I did the scenario generator, I got that the sim would be male, have brown hair and brown eyes, but obviously I disregarded that. Style would be techie, which I kind of tried to do, but that's pretty difficult. I gave him a Steve Jobs-esque red sweater, but obviously that's still kind of difficult to dress as a techie. I just don't really know what techie people wear. Life stage adult, I disregarded that since he's a young adult. Traits, it gave me romantic, non-committal, and insane. So I had to pick one of those to not include, and the other two to include. And I really wanted to include insane because I think insane, hot-headed, romantic, non-committal, those all fit his profile. However, I decided that romantic but non-committal would explain more the five lovers situation, then insane would explain why you're reckless. So I might change that though, because I feel like romantic, non-committal, hot-headed, it's pretty obvious, but like insane, we could go like insane, romantic, hot-headed. I don't know. We'll see. I'm open to interpretation on that or suggestion. We've also got the Bodybuilder Aspiration and the career path to be an athlete bodybuilder. So I think that's good because at least they'll be kind of working in tandem. But I do have to complete the aspiration and max the career. So I will be working very hard on athleticism. It would be helpful if one of the traits was athletic, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe he picks up men and women at the gym. I don't know. That could just be something that we play with. It said life stage should be a baby. I went ahead and ignored that as well. Mostly because I didn't really understand why there were two life stages, but also because young adult was specified in the challenge. It gave me lot traits, fast internet, great acoustics, and great soil. I might just go ahead and slap that on his lot because why not? And another sim, yes, a Sims partner. I didn't make it my Sims partner because that's part of the joy of the game, right? Is figuring out who's gonna be the Sims partner. So I did make him really red. I did really commit to the red thing. I said, you know what? This man is gonna be red. I had to, I don't know why I gave him like a name early. I randomized his name, but I ended up going back and changing the first name to Jasper just because it's like a red gemstone. So it fits in with the whole red theme. Also, I like the name Jasper. So I thought it was like good all around. But yeah, I do end up going back and changing his name to Jasper. But I tried on a bunch of different hairs. A lot of them came in like their red shades were more of like a natural red-headed color, like kind of more of like an orangey shade, which is great if you want to play with like a natural redhead. I do love that hair color, but for the purposes of this challenge, I needed Jasper's hair to be like red, especially in contrast to his skin. I really want to find like a pastel kit, a pastel custom content skin situation so that he's not maybe like tomato, like we could bring him down to like inside of a strawberry, but for now he's this red. I think I eventually settled that this is the only hair color that really worked on him, was like this blood red, which is cool. I thought it would also be cool, like, I don't know why he's a red sim, like if he was a vampire, but it doesn't really fit in with his traits, so I didn't do that. But there's nothing in the rules against it, so I could, but I don't know. This is a challenge I've never attempted. Like, obviously I've done the Legacy Challenge, and I just mentioned I'm playing through the Not So Very Challenge, but this one is just, it's completely new to me, so I don't know the best way to play. I don't know what we're doing here. All I know is red is a strong color, but this man pulls it off. Before, it's not on camera, I did end up moving him into Strangerville because I thought that was the most red world with like the red rock kind of aesthetic. However, I didn't put him in like a new save file or anything. This is a new game. So I may instead download somebody else's save file to play in, again, like I did with Simless's save file on my Legacy Challenge, and put him in there. So I would still assume he would end up in Strangetown is Sims 2, Strangerville Sims 4, right? We're all in agreement? I don't know, that's what we're going with right now. So I still think he'll end up there because that to me is the most red town, but I don't really want to play through the Strangerville mechanics, like the whole mother plant situation with him, because I feel like we're already going to have a lot to do, like going out to a lot of parties, being a bodybuilder, going to the gym, meeting a lot of Sims to fall in love with. I feel like maybe the Strangerville thing on top of that is kind of, I mean, it would fit well with the insane trait if like I went back and gave him that, but unfortunately I don't think that's in the cards right now, but maybe if I get super bored. I also thought that it could be a good world for Orange to grow up into. It also doesn't mention in the rules, I think you can move them around the worlds. Like I don't think I'm confined to keeping them on one lot like you on the Legacy Challenge, so where I choose to put them isn't necessarily as important in the beginning, which I didn't really think about with my Legacy Challenge, but I mean, here we are, it's too late now. And then I went through and I just gave him his eyes for every like outfit. That's obviously like a more boring detail. I used the Go Paul's Me, I think G18s, but I could be wrong. Love those eyes. And they had a really nice like red shade that I wasn't sure. I hope it's supposed to be red. It might be like brown. I don't know. It looks red to me. It looks red with my settings. So I went through and gave him that for every outfit. I had to put on his lipstick and I gave him like highlighter just to bring like depth to the skin, just make the skin look a touch more realistic throughout the game as well. So I did go through and give him that on all outfits. And then at some point I go back and I like give him glasses, piercings. I give him piercings because I feel like, well, that's maybe not like super techy. I don't know, this sim just seems cool to me. I don't know why I get that impression, but he seems pretty cool. And obviously I gave him like red for every outfit because he's a red sim. I feel like that's obvious. I feel like I don't have to say that anymore. You know, it's funny because I asked my husband, what makeup should I do today? He said, do everything blue. I was like, you've got it, let's go. And so I did like blue eyeshadow, like blue shirt, like blue highlighter. I like went all in on the blue, but looking back, I should have maybe done red. Like looking back, it should have been me and Jasper embracing the all red. I don't know, maybe that could be something fun too, as I wear red when I play with Jasper series. I don't know if I own enough of each color to make that work the way that I'd want to, but I could try. I didn't give him any likes, but I think I'm gonna go back and make sure he likes the color red because that's kind of like in his character description, and like likes athleticism, because otherwise it's gonna be really difficult to get him to like complete his aspiration. And here's where I give him like the earrings because I thought that that could be cool, and the glasses. Earrings and glasses, I thought kind of gave him like a more techie look. I think I even make a shirt short sleeves because I have the same one but in short sleeves because I wanted to give him a watch because I feel like people in the tech industry need to be on time. I'm not basing this off anything, just so you know. I'm just pulling all this out of the air. I know nothing about the tech world. I guess I could have consulted my friends who work in tech, but it's too late for that now. So, but yeah, I just really wanted to make him, so I didn't bother like reaching out to anybody to see like, hey, is this realistic? Yeah, I gave him the short sleeve shirt, and then I could go back and give him his watch so he could be on time to his important techie business meetings at his bodybuilding career. He's got like a lot of things he's working through, you know. He kind of wishes he was Steve Jobs, but instead he works out. I don't know what to tell you here. And then this was kind of hard, was finding like red athletic clothes for men in custom content. I'm gonna have to download some more of that because this was also interesting. I don't really play with like male sims nearly as much as I play with female sims, and that's just because I am female. You know, I create what I know. But I don't think I've ever started a game with a male sim. So it'll be really interesting to like, my romantic options aren't gonna change because in every save, all of my sims are bisexual. They don't follow any rigid conformities to gender preference. That's something I love about The Sims, is they don't have to. But it might be interesting, just like maybe he's got a crowd of cool dudes that he hangs out with when he goes to the gym. Maybe I can make him like a little gym bros little house. I don't know. Like he lives alone, but maybe next door there's a full like frat house worth of boys that he like goes and hangs out with and likes to go to the gym with. Here's a Steve Jobs sweater for when he goes to parties. I thought that was fun. You know how like, I don't know, I feel like tech like really insanely rich people wear like turtlenecks for some reason. That's also not based in anything. That's just what I assumed. So he's got his turtlenecks, his black jeans. He's feeling good, you know. Excited to be going to whatever party he's going to looking like this. And then for swimwear, I just gave him red swim trunks. And there's a chance, I didn't even look at the facial hair now that I'm thinking about it. But we could go into that as he like ages. Yeah, I wanted to give him sunglasses since he wears regular glasses. It makes sense. So like he'd have sunglass prescriptions that also he could wear to the pool. I don't imagine him to wear contacts. I feel like he's not the contact sort. But I don't think I put glasses on him when he went to the gym because I wear glasses myself, and I would never in a million years wear glasses to the gym because that sounds horrific with the sweat and everything. And yeah, then I just gave him like a flannel. Men wear flannels, right? I'm sure they do. This man does. And I thought it'd be cute if he was in like some cropped rolled up jeans. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the rolled up jeans look. And then just the same sneakers he's always wearing. He doesn't change up his outfit much, you know. He's got what he likes. I don't know. It was definitely fun making him, since I don't really build male Sims from scratch. I definitely build female Sims from scratch, and if they have male children, I will decorate, dress up. I don't know what the right word is. I'll make over the male children, but I don't necessarily build them from scratch, build their personalities from scratch. You know, I'm not thinking in mind of like, okay, you're supposed to dress like a techie who's gonna have 5 romantic partners, who goes to the gym, who parties all the time, who only has 1 child once they're an adult. It was an experiment. It was a challenge, but I think, I don't know, I found that. Oh, and I also gave him a scarf because I feel like scarves are fun. But if he lives in Strangerville, it never actually gets cold, so this outfit is kind of pointless unless it goes somewhere else. But I liked it regardless, so I kept it. And yeah, that was him. That's Jasper. I didn't change really anything about like his walk style or anything. I just saved him to my library and moved him into a house. And that's it. Yeah, that's Jasper. That's all I've got to say. That's the building of Jasper is what we watched in this video. And I'm definitely really excited to start playing with him. I'm really excited to get the series started with him. If there's anything in particular y'all want me to change or you guys want to see, let me know, because I'm open to any and all suggestions. I've never played this challenge before, so if there's anything I need to know to help me out, definitely let a girl know, because I need all the help I can get. But thank you so much for watching. Definitely really excited to get into this, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.